2023 here in today's Knife Therapy. I had the top 10 best EDC knives of 2022, $75 all the way to $100. I've already done the 50 and under video. If you hadn't seen that one, check it out. And I've also done a $50 to $70 video. If you hadn't seen that one, check it out. I will try to leave links if I remember down below to those. And it keeps getting harder and harder because the knives keep getting better and better. This was a very, very hard section. And y'all let me know if y'all like these where I break them down into the small groups like this, because there's so many awesome knives I think that I've tested and I really recommend if you are on the fence about them. So these are all honorable mentions. So you can see these are all great knives, and we'll go through these real quick. First, we'll do this one first. This one should have been in the top 10 of my $50 to $70. I completely forgot about it, so I'm going to put it in this one. This is the Off-Grid Knives KIZER V2, and this one totally shocked me. If you didn't see this review, go check it out. It performed so well. I think the OEM was best tech on this one. D2 steel, some of the best D2 I've tested. Action's great, super comfortable, awesome knife, and it's going to cost you $70. Sometimes you can find it cheaper than that whenever they're doing their sales. Deep carry pocket clip that's tip up, left or right-handed carry. Nice and smooth action. Awesome knife. All right, so in this category, we're going to go with the KIZER Vice XL, and the reason why it didn't make the list because I only have this variation with the fat carbon, and it's a lot more, it's more expensive than this price range. But if I had the $87 version with the 154 cm and micarta, I'm sure it would have made this list as well. I've been really enjoying this one, and the Vice is just a great, easy, slim, lightweight carry knife. So definitely had to put it in here. Next, we have the KIZER Comet, and I've really bonded, especially with this one. This is the one I carry the most. For some reason, I'm guessing it's the materials in the blackening on here. This one's going to run you $80, and this one's going to run you, I think, yeah, $77. Very cool knives, 154 cm clip points, nice size, mill titanium pocket clips. Excellent action on all of them. Just watch how snappy. Very snappy actions. And they had 3 different variations. I like the bolstered look. I just didn't carry these as much just because I had other ones that I carried more, but they're awesome knives. Next up is the KANSEPT Carved XL, and this thing is a beast. Slicing machine with that high flat grind on here, 154 cm, comfortable, and a deep carry pocket clip. It's the Kosh Tools collaboration. You can choke up on there. This thing slices so well, and it only costs you $80. It's just a very big knife. I just don't EDC it that often because it's a pocket hog, but I love the knife. If I'm breaking down boxes around the house, sometimes I go to grab that one instead. Next up, we have the Trezola ATCF Lite. This is an awesome knife, Nitro V steel, G10, and it's a Trezola design, deep carry pocket clip, and it has nice snappy action. You can use that flipper tab or the fuller to deploy it. Comfortable in hand. It's very easy to carry because it's thin and lightweight. The only reason this one didn't make the list is mainly because this one right here is going to cost you $72, and I tend to grab the new Mini Praxis more than this one, and it's because it's a lot cheaper. So it's an easier one to recommend at $72. It's not terrible because they were $100 when they first came out, but you can get them at Chicago Knife Works for $72. So I think it's a good knife, and definitely one that if you like it, I don't think you'll be disappointed. And then the last two in the honorable mentions, we have the O-Knife Zilla. What an outstanding work knife this is. Comfortable, big old beastly 154 cm, almost full flat ground blade. Nice harpoon there. It's an attractive knife. Very smooth action on there. Deep carry pocket clip, tip up left or right, handed carry, G10 scales. Awesome knife. It's just a little big for my carry that the ones I carry often. This one right here is going to run you $85, and I think that's a good price. You can find these cheaper whenever they're on sale at Olight. And lastly, in this honorable mention, we have the O-Knife Beagle. This one's going to run you 80 bucks. You got a nice Harpoon 154 cm blade, nice micarta scales, nice and comfortable, nice and smooth action. These were OEM by KIZER, I'm pretty sure. Deep carry pocket clip that's tip up, left or right hand carry. They were just one that beat this one out for me, so it just barely beat it out, so it made it to the honorable mention list. Now let's get into the top 10. Starting off at number 10, we have the KIZER XL BEGLEITER. I like the knife a lot. Once again, though, it's just a big knife. But for the price, I think it's an excellent value. For $85, you got a 3.9-inch 154 cm blade. Love the blade shape. It's nice and slicey. It's a button lock. Very, very smooth. Dual deployer. You got this flipper tab and it comes rocketing out. Or you can use that thumb stud. Comfortable in hand. Deep carry pocket clip. Love the black linen micarta and the black wash blade. Very, very nice here. You definitely would enjoy it. If you like the bigger knives or you have big hands, this one is probably going to be perfect for you. Reversible pocket clip on there. Very, very nice. But if this one's too large for you, an excellent, excellent alternative is the KIZER BEGLEITER 2 button lock. This one, is almost identical in overall, look to it, except you don't have the swedge on this one. You have just a smaller package, nice and lightweight, very nice full flat ground blade, nice and slicey 154 cm steel, very, very good. Deep carry pocket clip that's tip up, left or right hand to carry. This is just an all-around excellent, excellent knife. Number 9, we have the KANSEPT PRETATOUT. I think this is, a super popular one for KANSEPT. A lot of people loved it, and I enjoyed it a lot. I still enjoy it. I carry it often. I just don't carry it as much as some of these others. 154 cm blade, nice harpoon drop point, I guess, or clip point, whatever you want to call it. Nice stone wash finish on there. Plenty of different variations. A mill titanium pocket clip. Very, very nice action on there. And it's a dual deployer flipper tab. Nice and snappy. Or you can use those thumb studs. It's nice and comfortable in hand. And if you wanted more, they do have a premium version, but that one wouldn't fit in this category. The price is pretty good on these. The PRETATOUT's going to run you $79. I think for what you're getting, it's a good value. Now, I did have this in my dark wash jeans, and as you can see, it kind of dyed it. Nothing that really bothers me, and I'm sure I could get it off rather easy with some maybe rubbing alcohol. Number 8, we have the KIZER LAIB. This is the LAIB M, the little bit larger version. And I don't know what it is about the LAIB. Maybe it's the wide blade, but the smaller one had excellent action. It wasn't a button lock, but this one, God, it has great action. Super fidgety. Sit here all day and do that. Very, very comfortable flipper tab. Very, very slicey 154 cm blade. Nice long row of jimping there. Nice stone wash finish. You can also get it with a black wash blade with black burlap micarta. Love these scales. This is nice and wide and contoured micarta scales. Deep carry pocket clip, tip up, left or right hand carry. I've been really, really enjoying this one. It's a fairly new one for me, but it's gotten carried quite often since I've gotten it. Very, very nice knife for 80 bucks. Number 7, we have the DIVO Knives GROWLER. This one was one that I reviewed when I reviewed the prototype a while back, and it really kind of shocked me. It performed very, very nicely. It was nice and comfortable. I've been shying away from these deep bellied knives just because it's just not my favorite anymore, but this one just kind of surprised me. That's what I'm going to say. Nice and smooth action. 14C 28M blade steel. That's another thing that I love. Nice stone wash finish on there. The micarta scales are nice and comfortable, and they're still available. I had to make sure because I'm trying not to put stuff on this list that's not available, and if I do, I always have an alternative. So, I mean, depending on when you watch this video, they could be sold out. But as of right now, whenever I'm recording this video, they are still available. And they're only available at White Mountain Knives. I will have links to all these knives down in the description. Deep carry pocket clip, that's tip up, left or right handed carry. You do have a little plate there when you're not using that. Inset, stainless steel liner lock. Like I said, good action on it. Very, very cool knife. And the designer, he's a pretty good guy too. Number 6, we have the ORION knife SCORPIO. This was one I reviewed not too long ago. And I'll just say my buddy David that designed this started ORION Knives, and his first design out of the gate. I loved it because it's super, super comfortable. This is the second that I can recall. And once again, man, he just nailed those ergos. And I'm not even a huge clip point fan right now, but the way he did this right here, that right there is awesome for, doing those drag cuts. This thing performed nicely. 14C 28M blade steel. The OEM is Kubi. They do a good job. I mean, QSP, they do a good job. I'm pretty sure it's QSP. Sorry if I messed that up. 14C, crown spine. Beautiful, beautiful button lock action. You got that flipper tab that's very, very snappy. Or you can use that thumb stud that's snappy as well. That just fits me like a glove. A milled titanium pocket clip, tip up. Left or right hand to carry, aluminum backspacer for a nice little accent color on this blue micarta. Several different variations. You also have a red pivot ring in aluminum. Also, just a overall really, really nice design. These run you $85. Number 4, we have the KIZER Original XL. Man, I've carried this one almost every single day since I've gotten it, and I love it. $82. And I'm sure that might even go down later after they've been out for a while. But I liked the regular original, and I wasn't sure if I needed the XL. But man, it's not a huge knife. It's a regular size knife. The regular size one was, a smaller, compact EDC knife. This thing is nice and slicey, almost a full flat grind. You have CPM 154 CM steel, which KIZER does a good job with it. You have a beautiful stone wash, and they also have other variations. And this micarta version is so lightweight. I forgot I had it in my pocket the other night. We were shopping, and I was going to cut a tag off of some clothes when I got home. And I was like, no, I don't have a knife on me. Yeah, this was in the pocket. Beautiful green canvas micarta scales. The reason why it's so light, you don't have any liners, which is awesome because you have thick enough scales right there, so you can't really flex those. All you have is a little tab for the button lock. Now, it does have a little stick, but nothing that, is aggravating to me. There you go. It's just something that gives you a good feeling that the blade is locked up, in my opinion. Now, it is deep carry, tip up, right hand carry only, so sorry about that, lefties, but I love the original XL. Now we're into the top 3, and man, oh man, these were very hard. You could swap these around. Every one of these are all great knives. But number 3, we have the KIZER HIC-CUP, and this is another one that I've really, really enjoyed carrying. I carried this one the most with the front flipper, and I've been carrying the premium fat carbon one a lot too. These are in 154 CM, green linen micarta. Front flipper on this one with the blade hole, so very fidgety, button lock. And you can also get it with a flipper tab and thumb hole and rich light scales that look pretty cool. Both of them had that 154 CM on the more budget-ended version. I love this blade shape. I don't know why, but this blade shape has just really been doing it for me lately. You can get the HIC-CUP for $74. They came down a little bit. They were kind of priced high for a while, but they've came down. The jimping is really nice if you like that kind of thing. It goes nice and far. Very, very smooth action. This one's broken in very, very nicely. Deep carry, tip up left or right hand carry on these. Love the HIC-CUP. Number 2, we have the KIZER Mini TOWSER K button lock. Now, this was a White Mountain Knives exclusive in CPM 3V with the doo-doo brown rich light with the nice pattern on there. Very, very smooth, very fidgety with that blade hole. I love it. Nice and comfortable in that choke up position. Deep carry pocket clip that's tip up left or right handed carry. Now, I really, really hope, I know they just came out with the KIZER S or whatever, the smaller one. I hope they do this one in a standard version, not just an exclusive, because I think a lot of people would like this one. I didn't think I was going to like it at first because you have the same handle size as the full-size one, but just a smaller blade. But I don't know. It's so fidgety, and I've been really, really enjoying it. I love 3V, and it's been holding up really well. This one came one of the sharpest KIZERs out of box that I've gotten in a long, long time. So since this one is not available at the moment, hopefully they will come back in stock. I have a An honorable mention or an alternative to this one, and that is the O-Knife Rubato. I love this one. I've been carrying this one a lot. It's just a great utility style blade, kind of like on the TOWSER K Mini. You have a 154 cm blackwash blade here, green canvas micarta. This one is a crossbar lock, and it's very, very, very smooth. I'm pretty sure KIZER made these for them. Nice and comfortable in hand. You have that nice long row of jimping, blue accents for the thumb stud and the pivot collar. Just an overall cool design. There you go. It's the Rubato 2. I'm sorry. Deep carry, tip up, left or right-handed. Very, very nice. And, you know, they're pretty similar. So you have button lock here and a bar lock here. Both of them super fidgety knives. And finally, now we come to my #1 favorite knife in the $75 to $100 category, and that is the Civivi Knives Conspirator. I love a lot about this knife. Comes in at $80, and what you're getting is a nice long Nitro V blade that's nice and slicey. Good row of jimping here that does give you some traction if you like that kind of thing. It is a dual deployer. You have this flipper tab that lets it rock it out, and then you have this fuller on both sides that you can catch with your reverse flick if you want, or if you wanted to, you could roll it out nice and easy. Excellent button lock on this one. My particular one has absolutely no button stick. No button stick whatsoever. Nice and smooth action. These micarta scales are super comfortable. You can see how they rounded over this side right here, and they feel the hand nicely. So this thing is very, very comfortable in hand. I noticed that when I was doing all the testing for the review. If you haven't seen this review, definitely go check it out. It has a deep carry, just a standard spring clip that is tip up, left or right-handed carry. And I think for $80, I think you'd be hard-pressed to, you know, find something better than this one. I'm sure there are. And if I missed one of your favorite knives or something like that, it's either because I probably didn't review it or it just didn't do it for me. But definitely let me know down below what was your favorites off of my list and what's your favorite in this price range. Now, one thing that I noticed, and I'll get comments saying, "Oh, I can't believe you missed this one." And every single time so far, and I'm not saying it's always going to be the case, but every single time so far, it was not the price range that I'm doing. So I don't know if they weren't paying attention to the price range or they thought it was a different price. You know, it's just like they get all bent out of shape and mad about it. I'm like, I'm trying to be nice. I'm like, oh, sorry, that wasn't in this price range. It's in the next one, or it was in the last one. And a lot of times, like 3 or 4 times, the knife was featured in that price range already that I did. So there you go. That is my top 10 knives in 2022 in $75 to $100 range. If y'all are still enjoying these, please let me know down in the comments. I will keep doing them for y'all. The next ones are very hard because there's a lot of awesome knives in the 100 and up. So definitely going to take me some time and effort. I got to do a little bit more testing on some of those knives just so I can, you know, feel good about my choices. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day, and Christmas is right around the corner. I will see y'all on the next one. Ho, 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 ho.